Hello dear friends, my name is Jitendra Bafna. I am a senior MuleSoft architect. In this video, we are going to see what is DataLoader.io. So DataLoader.io is a capability provided by MuleSoft to import the data into Salesforce or to export the data from the Salesforce. So using DataLoader.io, you can import the data from Salesforce to any FTP location, to SFTP location, to Box, to Dropbox and to database. And you can export the data from Salesforce to SFTP, FTP, database, Box and the Dropbox, right? So this particular capability we can logging into this capability using Salesforce credential, and we can define a task. So when I say task is nothing like what you want to do. Either you want to import the data to Salesforce, either you want to export the data from Salesforce, either you want to delete the data from Salesforce. So basically it can insert, it can update, or it can offset a data into any Salesforce object. Even it can delete the data into any Salesforce object. It can even export the data from any Salesforce object. It also have a capability to select or to expose the data on the basis of SOQL, Salesforce Object Query Language, right? So you can define that also, and we will going to see all this in our demonstration. So let me go to my DataLoader.io first. DataLoader.io. So this is the site where you can go. So basically DataLoader.io is a simple and the secure. It provides the intelligent data mapping. We will see that what is intelligent data mapping. Data loader for Salesforce. It is one of the most popular data loader for Salesforce to quickly and securely import and export and delete unlimited amount of data for your enterprise. Okay, so basically you can do the unlimited export or import or delete of data if you have an enterprise version of DataLoader.io. Even it do the intelligent mapping. So basically it automatically does a source to destination mapping. Like in case if something missing here and there, you can definitely update the mapping. You can just verify and you can update it. Okay, so you can either define a scheduled task also, like it which can run hourly, daily, monthly, something like this, or you can run it manually also. We will see that. So first let's understand this model pricing, like what kind of different version available. So we have a free, professional and enterprise. So these are the pricing. Okay, and like for number of record we can process like 10,000 record per month in free. So basically either you can import and to export. Total it should be 10,000 record to and from. Okay, file size not be greater than 10 MB. In professional 50 MB, in 100 MB. In professional you can have a 100,000 record per month. Okay, and unlimited enterprise version. So apart from that, whatever task you created in the free version, it get expired in the 30 days. Okay, but in case of professional never, in case of enterprise never. Email notification, one task you can send the email to for one task. In this it's unlimited. It have a support for community only. In case of professional and the enterprise, it have a email and community boards. So these are some other things. So you can just look into this. So what I can do, I have already Salesforce which contain a 17 accounts, and I have a box also. So I have one file in my box. So box is nothing, it's a storage, as cloud based storage. So I have kept one file in the box which contain a 12 accounts. Let me open that file. So these are the 12 accounts this particular file containing, which contain other fields, billing state, billing city, billing state, country, postal code. Okay, so now we will read this file from box and we will import into the Salesforce account object. So this is my account object. Okay, and I just have a 17 records. Let me log in into data loader. I can say get now. I can click here. Okay, so like you can use environment or sandbox. If you have a custom URL, you can select the custom. In my case it's a custom URL, so I can use this custom URL. You can select environment, simply say login. In my case it will not ask for username and password because I am already logging into Salesforce account, and it used the Salesforce account to get login into dataloader.io. So it is happening SSO, single sign-on. It's taking some time. Let's wait while I get login into data loader. Don't know what happened. Let me try again. Something gone wrong. Is my URL is correct? Yeah, it is correct. So I can say sandbox login. Okay, so it will authorize, and I am logging into dataloader.io. So this is my how the home page looks. It's still not loaded completely, so let's wait. Yeah, sorry, let me put my URL again. Something issue with the I think something happening wrong. So let me again try it. I have some connection issue, I feel. So let me log in with Salesforce again. I have a custom URL. Let me give that sandbox login. I think this time it's, yeah, so this time I am able to log in into my data loader. So here you can see this is my welcome page, like home page, where you can see some demos. You can go through these demos, how we can import, how we can export, how we can delete the data. So there are some videos provided, so you can go through that. We have a good documentation. You can go through that, how we can connect to different like Dropbox, SFTP, FTP, dealing with attachment, so importing data. So apart from that, like solutions, like then it just then you can move into settings. In settings, like you will see here connection, all connection, like you make the connection with Salesforce, you can see that string. You will see the, like if you are making the connection with Box, you will see the Box connection string. Subscription, in this case I have already processed 36 record, so my monthly limit reduced to 9964. As soon like if I keep on processing more and more record, it may allow, like not to process more than 10,000 record per month. Next month the limit will automatically reset. The task expiration policy, so whatever task I will create, the task is nothing, like it's kind of, you are creating tasks to import data from one source to Salesforce, and like you're getting tasks to export the data from Salesforce to some other source or other destination, like this. Even if you want to upgrade the subscription, you can do it anytime. They provided the link. So task expired 30 days. It doesn't mean like you cannot create a new task. You can definitely create the task which will be again expired in the 30 days after the creation, time. So now let me go back to my home page, and I will create, what I will do, I will going to read a CSV file, account CSV file from the box, and I will import that 12 accounts into the Salesforce account object. So let me create a new task. I will click on this import, and my connection string for Salesforce is already there. Like what operation you want to perform, insert, update, or update. Update means either if the record available or present, it will update it. If record is not available or not present in account object, it will create it. Update, so basically you want to update if any account, any object data, or you can use the update. So but we will use the insert, and we will use the account object. Just select that account object, simply say next. Now from where you have to read the file, there are various options: FTP, secure FTP, Dropbox, Box, and database. In my case I want to read from Box. You can click on this plus sign, it will take you to the Box page. You can put your credentials. I hope I will put a correct credentials, and you can say authorize. If you got authorized, you have to grant the access to Box. You do that. Whatever, now you will see all the files and folder available in your box. Let me check. These are all the files and folder available in my box storage. So you can see that I want to process this account.csv file. I will select that file. So I told about intelligent mapping. See, in my accounts file I have something like header like account billing, billing state, something like this, right? And these are the fields name on the Salesforce side, so it automatically does the mapping for you. In case if you want to change it, you can do the change at any time. No, if you feel this particular mapping is wrong, it's not correct, so you can change it. But in my case, I can see everything is perfectly mapped, no issue. Country, which go to country, state, and this is the example data. It will provide one record. You pick any one record and it will just show as a sample data and mapped. If any field remain unmapped, it will show here. If it doesn't able to recognize or anything, like or like if you are able to remove any mapping from here, it will goes to unmap. Next, if you want to send any mail, you can use that in advance. Like you can schedule the task hourly, daily, weekly, or monthly. In my case, I don't know, I have to run it manually. I will use the bulk API. You can use the API, like it will, like if you have a 1000 record at a time, it will process 200 record, then 200, 200, 200, like that. 5, it will make a 5 connection with the Salesforce like this. So I will use the bulk API. Once I done, if you want a mail, so once job is completed, he will receive this particular mail. So it will say 12 record has been processed, completed, no issues, like start at this time. You will receive such kind of mail. If you click on this particular like email, and you can give the mail, like if you want to change, if you want anyone in CC, you can do that. But let's see, I don't want any mail for now, so I can click on use bulk API, save and run. I can say run. So let me refresh my Salesforce. I have like around 17 record. Now it should be 29 records within like some seconds. Okay, so this data loader.io utility is a cool utility. Like you can upload, see, you can like now how many records. So you can see 29 record. Previously it was 17, now it's 29 because this newly added record 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So these are the 12 newly added record. You can see that in my file. I can show you. So see Jack company, you can see that Jack company, different, like these are the 12 record, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So properly it added the 12 record. Let me check the status here. Let me refresh the page. Okay, let it's fine, it will. So my 12 record has been already added into the Salesforce. Let's let it be green, and then we can move to other task. So it's completed. If you want to rerun it, you can click it here, so it will rerun it. So even so you can see that so these are the things. You can delete it, you can clone it. If you want to clone this, you can change the input, you can edit this job if you want to, anything. So you can do that. So now I have to go to again settings. I want to show you something again. So if you see in connection, you will see the box also. We have successfully made the connection. Now in subscription, you will see 12 more record has been removed now. So now only 9952 is added remaining basically. Now I will create one new task. Now I want to export the data. I have to export the data from Salesforce from account object. Next, here either you can write the query directly, even you can use this particular like thing, or you can select simply field. So if you keep on adding field like this, I want like billing country, billing city, address, whatever state, province, zip, postal code, and I can say I want account name and account type. So this automatically generate the query here. You can verify the query. It's verified, everything is fine. If you want to put a where condition, you can do that. But you can, like, if you want to order by anything, you can select the filters and everything here. But in my case, I just want to export everything. I will say next. Then you can add the advanced. You can go to advanced. I don't want to do anything here. And if you want use bulk API, click here. If you want to schedule it, you can do it same like what we have done during the import. and you can add the destination folder. So I will say I want to send to the box. Where I have to send it, I can say send to this file. Okay, so I want to send it here basically, okay, in this particular, or what you can do, you can click on this box. I can say you can send it to this, or you can change any folder. I will say send it on this PDF file, save and run. So this job will run, and let me check. No, I think I have sent it here. The account is job is still running. It got error out. Let me check. Okay, so data, let it doesn't support the bulk query, so let me change that. So that is fine. You can say next, remove this bulk API. Okay, so it should run now. It's not enabled basically, that's why. See, you can see the file has been generated here. Let me open this file. So you can see account name, account type, all 29 records has been successfully exported to my box, right? So you can see all 29 record has been successfully uploaded with billing address, city, all those field I require, account type, like this. Correct, and this time it was successful. So previously, like, it doesn't it support, like, it's not enabled for my account, the bulk API. That's why it's not, at least for during the export or during the select query. Okay, so, and it doesn't require also during the select query. Okay, it's just required during update or insert. So this is how you can export or import a data to and from Salesforce to some other sources, like, or other destination, like, Box, Dropbox, and other thing. Yeah, so this data loader is very handy utility when you want to transfer a data from one source like Box, Dropbox, SFTP, FTP location to Salesforce. You can always use this utility. Okay, and even vice versa. So I hope, like, this is some new capability, and, like, this is my, like, 200 video also. So I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. Please click on like and subscribe button if you like it.